people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new video. So I love books that have academic settings, so I decided to make an entire video dedicated to them. So the first book on this list is called Shadow School. This book is a middle-grade urban fantasy that follows a new girl at a new school, and she discovers that she can see ghosts, and the ghosts at her school are trapped there, so she and her new friends work together to set them free, if they can. This book is so good, and it's absolutely so atmospheric and so almost magical in a way. This book is so awesome. The plot is so engaging and it's absolutely so intriguing. The world building is so atmospheric and it's absolutely so well developed. The characters are so well developed and so well done. The friendship formed between the three of them is so wholesome and it's so good. This book is the start of a trilogy, and the entire trilogy is so awesome and it's so well developed and it's so engaging. I'm absolutely so excited to read the author's next book, which I believe is called Grave Books, and it's the sequel to Night Books, and it comes out in August, so it's unrelated to the Shadow School series. But anyway, this book is so awesome and it's absolutely so well done. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called The Mystwick School of Musicraft. This book is a middle-grade fantasy that follows a young girl who attends a boarding school where they teach her how to create magic from music, which is so interesting, and it's absolutely so creative and so inventive. I'm so excited to read the sequel to this book, which I believe comes out in June, and it's on my June TBR. But anyway, this story is so good, and it's absolutely so wonderful. First of all, the world building is so creative and so inventive, and absolutely so magical and whimsical. Second of all, the plot is so engaging and absolutely so intriguing. Third of all, the characters are so well developed and so distinct. I absolutely fell in love with this story because everything hooked me from the very beginning to the end. This author is literally so talented at writing. The way that she crafts this world with these characters is so well done. And honestly, I think that she's better at writing middle grade than she is at writing YA. But anyway, I digress. This book is so awesome because it's so magical and it's absolutely so wholesome and so well done. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called The Trials of Morrigan. This book is a middle-grade fantasy and follows a young girl who's escaping death, and she finds a magical society world where she is tested there beyond her wildest imagination. This book is absolutely so excellent, and it's worth all its hype and so much more. The fourth book in this series is one of my most anticipated 2022 new releases because the third book in this series was one of my favorites of 2020, and each book in this series has been so amazing and so well done. So I'm so excited to continue this series and read the fourth book because I just know that it's going to be absolutely so awesome. The world building in the story is so magical and it's so wholesome and it's absolutely so whimsical and atmospheric. The plot is so engaging and so intriguing. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. This book series is absolutely so amazing because this author is absolutely so talented and I love her. This series deserves all its hype and so much more because it's absolutely so excellent and so atmospheric and so magical and whimsical and awesome. You know what I mean? I literally love this series so much. But anyway, with all of that said, I would highly recommend this book if you haven't read it already because like I've mentioned multiple times, this series is worth all of its hype and so much more. The next book on this list is called Arrested in Vengeance. This book is a YA dark academia sapphic thriller that follows a young lesbian who must face the darkness within her school and within herself when history starts to repeat itself, which I know is a very vague synopsis, but honestly, I don't know how to summarize what happens in this book in 2 sentences or less. Just to say that this book is so amazing and it's absolutely so well done. First of all, the world building is so atmospheric and it's absolutely so engaging. Second of all, the plot is absolutely so intriguing and it's so interesting, and the writing is so meticulous and so lyrical. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The sapphic romance is so lovely and it's so well developed. This book is absolutely so amazing, and again, it's worth all the hype and so much more, and I'm so excited to read more from the author in the future. I think her next book comes out in 2023 or something like that. I'm not completely sure, but anyway, this book is so good, and it's absolutely so amazing. So anyway, with all of that said, I would highly recommend this book. The next book on this list is called My Dearest, Darkest. This book is a YA paranormal contemporary, and it follows two girls, both of which are sapphic because one of them is bisexual and the other one is a lesbian, who are connected through an accidental summoning of a creature with immense power within their school. I hope that makes sense, and also I apologize in advance if my review of this book is redundant, because I know I just talked about it in my last recent reads video because I just read this book. But anyway, this book is so awesome, and it's absolutely so atmospheric, which I know I've said the word atmospheric so many times in this video, but anyway, I don't know of another word that encapsulates what atmospheric means, so I'm just going to use the same word over and over and over again. Anyway, the world building in this story is so atmospheric, and it's absolutely so vivid, and it's so well developed. The plot is so engaging, and it's so intriguing. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The sapphic romance is so lovely, and it's so cute, and I really liked it. This book deserves all its hype and so much more because it's absolutely so well done, and I will gladly read more from the author in the future because her writing is so good. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend this book. So in conclusion, I think that books with academic settings are nifty because I like school in real life, so naturally I like reading about it if that's the setting, especially in fantastical settings, because I love fantastical magical schools. They're so cool. But anyway, I digress. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the puppy dog emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!